Hi, I'm attachment specialist Adam Lane Smith, and if you just got married, I am glad you're watching this because I have one crucial bit of marriage advice for you. You will both change. You are both going to change as people. As time goes on, the two of you are going to change. You're going to make decisions. You're going to face challenges. You're going to have all kinds of things that happen to you over the next 40, 50, 60 years. And if you're like most couples, you probably got up and said a vow that said something like, "Till death do us part," not till we don't feel like it anymore. So if you took a vow, "Till death do you part," that's a romantic one. Let's make that happen. If you're going to change over the next 50, 60 years, do we just sit back and say, oh, well, sometimes love doesn't work out. People magically grow apart. It just happens. Let's surrender to it and let's just think that divorce is probably going to happen. No. No, the best marriages don't do that. The best marriages, in fact, aren't just resigned to that. In fact, they go an even step beyond that. And they say, we are going to change. Let's change together. Because here's the difference. If you are focused on being two individuals with individual needs, individual everythings, and you solve your own problems on your own as individuals, and your relationship is all about feeling good together, so you never stress it by never bringing into those pieces into it and completing challenges together, by not addressing needs together, by trying not to be a burden on each other, you will grow apart. Every decision point is a choice to grow toward each other or away from each other. Now, the difference comes from sharing those needs and discussing openly what changes are happening as you go through them. It's talking about them. It's having a state of the marriage communication every month or so. It's checking in and saying, hey, how you doing? How you been doing? How's things going? Are you learning anything? Are you changing? Are you feeling good? Feeling bad? What can I help you with? Servant leadership. What can I help you with? You will change. Both of you, I promise you. At the very least, physically, you're going to really change over the next 60 years. All of us end up looking like wrinkled prunes at the end. There's just no way to avoid that. So, talk about these things. Talk about how you're changing. Talk about how your financial goals are changing. Talk about what you've realized. Talk about the changes you've had. That person that you just got married to should be the one person who has your back and you have their back for the rest of your lives, even when the rest of the world is against you. That's what marriage is supposed to be. It is supposed to be you, both of you, against the world forever. One partnership. In fact, one entity. That's how marriage has been viewed for all of human history. In almost every culture, one entity. You are now one entity that happens to be two people in two bodies that can screw it up. So talk, communicate, work together as one entity, one legal entity. This is why we have joint everything. Even the government allows us to file taxes jointly when you're married. I mean, that's a big deal. Joint, connected, one entity, not just one massive blob that has no differentiation, but one entity that works together, that has two unique parts that can check each other, that can work with each other, that can complement each other. Two unique parts in one entity work that way by having those conversations and saying, here is what I need. Here's where I'm at. Where are you at? Check in all the time. I tell people, run your marriage like a business. If your business would go bankrupt from your lack of communication, your marriage will go bankrupt from lack of communication. What would be bad for a business is bad for marriage too. Communicate between the two different parts and get those sides working together in one entity. That means probably fixing attachment if you've got attachment issues, because that will divide you more than anything else. I have never, in all my years as a licensed marriage and family therapist, now as an attachment specialist, I have never seen an affair happen where one of the people didn't at least have an attachment issue. I've never seen two people with no attachment issues and suddenly there was an affair. I've never seen that happen. Never. In fact, the research in America shows that 50% of Americans are securely attached. And that's it. Only 50%. And that's some old research. So the newer generations are not doing better, not doing any better, guys. Really. As the years go by, that number probably will actually dwindle. Unless we reverse it. You can reverse it right now in your marriage and have 100% of people with good attachment. If you and your partner just got married, you're on the same page, and you are willing to fix your attachment together, I've got a video on this whole channel. Go back to my number 2 video, What is Attachment? Watch it together. If you're a new couple, go back and watch some of my videos together. I've got how to bond together, top 5 ways to bond together during sex. Go watch that, because if you're married, you're probably having sex. The research actually shows that married people have sex more frequently than unmarried people, which people are like, wow, you get married and the sex just stops. Nope, it actually drastically increases, and especially if you fix the attachment. The couples with really good attachment are dragging those numbers up through the roof for the rest of us. So, work together. Be one entity. Change together. Change toward each other. Grow toward each other over the years. When you make your decisions, choose to grow toward each other. Choose to reach toward each other. Choose to work together. Your brains will bond. Vasopressin, oxytocin, dopamine, and your brains will say, I don't ever want to get away from that person because we are such a fantastic team. And your brain will kick in and start pulling you toward that person more and more and more. That will work. That is how the best marriages do it. And they don't wait 5, 10 years to get married. Some of them get married within 6 months. And they choose to do this, because this is the secret of good marriages, is choosing to work together for the better of both parties. By fixing attachment and by choosing to grow toward each other every day for the rest of your life. That's how the best marriages function. That's how they avoid affairs. That's how they avoid divorce. That's how they don't just avoid the bad, but become the good that we all celebrate when they're 80 years old, those wrinkly prunes that are together, you know, in the pictures. That's how they get there. That's what you can do right now, starting in your marriage. Watch this video together. Watch this video together. Go back and watch my attachment videos together. Watch my bonding videos together. Watch my communication videos together. Why do you think I do all this? It's so that people can have better marriages. I don't make these videos so I have better marriages. Marriage, singular. I apply these things myself. I better walk the walk if I'm talking the talk. But I do these videos so that people can have better marriages. Watch this together with your partner, not separately. Don't watch it and then try to voodoo the other person into doing what you think that they should do. Watch it together and say, hey, let's work together as a team. One entity, move forward. Boom. Best thing you could do for that marriage. Best thing. For me, as a previously licensed marriage family therapist, now an attachment specialist, work together as one entity. And like, comment, subscribe on this channel. Keep this channel going so that you have more content. I put out more content. More people see that content. Because guess what? If you're getting married, odds are good you may have some kids. And they're going to need healthy people to get married to, too. So let's make sure other couples are getting married in healthy ways. Let's make sure they're raising their kids to have good, healthy attachment and good marriage behaviors. Let's get everybody on the same page so that 5 generations from now, they don't even remember that bad attachment was a normal thing in America and in the West and in the world. Let's get this going. It starts with you. It starts with you. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if this is working. Let me know if this won't work. Let me know if you're eager for this. Watch this with your partner and say, hey, Adam, we watched it. Just that. Hey, Adam, we watched it. That would be, oh man, I'd love a flood of comments. Hey, Adam, we watched it. Boom. I would love to see that. Because that would tell me couples are watching this together and they're starting this conversation. They're starting this journey. They've got a shared language and they're moving forward as one. And we're going to see a lot better marriages out there. Thank you for watching.